Matt, welcome to Floor Talk. It's great to have you on the show.
Thanks so much for having me.
Now, Matt, talk about the specialty services broadly and how Evernorth serves the specialty market.
Absolutely. Evernorth is a leader in the specialty space. A little bit of context. Specialty drugs are those that are used to treat patients with complex conditions like rheumatoid arthritis, MS, or even cancer. Very often these are infused or injectable medications. They'll typically have strict storage and handling requirements. We have some drugs in specialty that need to be infused into a patient 24/7. Even a lapse in treatment of just a few minutes can lead to serious medical consequences. The medications can also be quite costly. There are some specialty drugs that can cost hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars per patient. And we expect demand for these specialty drugs to increase significantly over the next several years, and that's fueled by a wave of complex drug innovation. I'll give you one data point on that. Last year, over 70% of the drugs that were approved by the FDA were specialty drugs. Now, in the specialty space, we have several different ways at Evernorth that we serve the market. We have our leading specialty pharmacy, Accredo, where we treat over 1 million patients with over 7 million specialty prescriptions annually. We have our specialty distributor, CuraScript, where we serve over 12,000 healthcare providers. And then we have a collaboration with a company called CarePath RX that serves over 700 hospitals, health systems, and providers, and provides specialty pharmacy and infusion services on their behalf.
Now, Matt, we know that specialty drugs are expensive for both the healthcare system and for patients. What is Evernorth doing to increase access and affordability to these life-saving medications?
There's a lot that we do, and one example that I would highlight is our focus on the adoption of biosimilars. Biosimilars are clinically equivalent alternatives to branded biologic products. And much like generics, biosimilars create competition, and we can use that competition to help patients and plan sponsors save money on those medications. We expect significant biosimilar growth over the next several years. Just, another data point, by 2030, we expect that about half of the top 25 specialty drugs will face competition from a generic or biosimilar. At Evernorth, we made two very significant announcements in this space recently. We made available earlier this year a biosimilar for the drug Humira at our specialty pharmacy Accredo with no out-of-pocket costs for eligible patients. And we expect that to save those patients about $3,500 per year. We also announced that starting early next year, we will have a biosimilar for Stelara available, again to eligible patients at Accredo with no out-of-pocket cost. And we expect that to save those patients about $4,000 per year.
Matt, why is Evernorth making select biosimilars available for $0 out-of-pocket cost for eligible Accredo patients?
We believe in the power of biosimilars to help patients and plan sponsors save money. We can use our supply chain expertise as well as our clinical expertise to help get those savings, as well as provide high quality clinical care for those patients. We're already seeing significant interest in the biosimilar for Humira from patients at Accredo. About 25% of eligible patients have chosen that biosimilar already, and we expect that to grow in the coming months and years as patients become more educated and aware of their options.
Now, beyond dispensing the medication, how does Evernorth support patients who are taking biosimilars and other specialty medications?
We have a best-in-class clinical model. At Accredo, we organize patient care by disease state. We have 15 what we call therapeutic resource centers, or TRCs, where our clinical teams, our pharmacists, our nurses, dietitians, social workers specialize by disease. What we can do then is have a deep level of specialization, but deploy those specialists nationwide to help take care of patients across the country. In addition to that, we work with plan sponsors to help secure access to those medications. We work with healthcare providers to coordinate care, and we help secure copay assistance for patients to help them afford their drugs.
Well, Matt, it's been wonderful to have you on Floor Talk. Thanks for joining me today.
Thanks so much for having me.